Right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Tonight, I'm really excited because we're going to be covering two sides of the retail, and we're going to start with Janet Lyle and Steve Reese, whose best retail figure in a 4-week period with Viva MK is, we think, because this is what she said, I think, and will only be out by a couple of pounds, £8,364. And that's in a 4-week period. Tonight, they're predominantly going to be covering doorstep demonstrations because they sell a lot of product on the doorstep. Now, don't let that frighten you. Let Janet and Steve explain exactly how simple this can be. And I'm just going to pass over to Janet and Steve. And while you're doing that, I will try to put it on speaker view so we just see you guys. So over to you, Janet and Steve. If everybody else could do me a wee favour, just while Janet and Steve are speaking, if you could pop yourself on mute. And that will save any background noise. And it'll also make sure that the recording hopefully picks up the speaker view. So I'll just give you a few minutes. I always say a few minutes, but I mean a few seconds. Once you're all muted.
Okay, how are we doing tonight then?
Fantastic.
We're doing fantastic. Yeah, okay, we're doing well. The very beginning of it is, why do we want to do it anyway? Most people want to do it because they want to increase their sales volume. Very simply, we can turn a £10 value into a £20 value. And that's what we want to try to do. A little more effort, but you must do it your own way. It's no trying to copy what Janet and I do. You must do it your own way. And that's what we're trying to show you tonight. It's a very simple way. It's a very easy way, but you must do it your own way.
And obviously, we're going to be coming up to Christmas soon, which is a fantastic time for doorstep demos. But the thing is, don't leave it till Christmas. Get started now, and then that way you've practiced. And when it comes around to all the lovely Christmas stuff, then you'll know what you're doing, and you can maximise your sales phenomenally at that point, because everybody will be in a buying mood. So.
Yeah, practice. You need to practice before you knock on the door. I know it sounds simple, but so many people don't do it because they don't do it. You need to practice on the door. Knock on your door neighbor and say, look, I'm practicing. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to learn. They will help you. They will help you along the way. And I'll tell you what, if you knock on the door and practice with them, who knows? They might even buy something from you.
Now, one of the good things that you can try is to sell the consumables, because they're great. They'll actually give you repeat business, and that's what really we're looking for. But you can also sell the pretty things as well. It doesn't have to be consumables. It's each to their own.
We like to present the brass cans. Well, I'll tell you what, you try and smell it. You can't smell the brass cans, can you? You know, and they can pick the shoes that they like, and they can smell that they like. It's a good line for these because you can then tell them to get 2 for the price of 1, because you can get nose blindness. So you can have 1 can for upstairs and 1 can for downstairs.
Sometimes the catalogue doesn't do something product justice. So showing it will actually often result in a sale. And if you use those lines when you actually stood on the doorstep and literally say, I think this is great, but I didn't think the catalogue does it justice. What do you think?
You can get a great customer order, and sometimes they may not order ordinarily what they would normally buy. So you can mix it and match it, and you can get the customer to buy something they wouldn't ordinarily buy.
Now, some people do buy the consumables and they might not buy the pretty stuff. So those sort of people, get them to think about presents, whether it's for a birthday, anniversary, Christmas, Father's Day, Mother's Day. And some of that could be from the personalised catalogue. And that obviously going forward is going to be great, because now that we've got our own personalisation machine, that's really going to go down exceedingly well.
A lot of the time, you might to look for a problem they might have. They might have got pets. They might have an odor, hardwood floors, or stained carpets, and we often get them over Christmas with the wine stains and things like that.
And I was going to say, ask questions. Questions are generally the answers. Ask, how do you clean your oven? And then show them what we've got.
Ask, how do you clean your oven?
That's what I've just done.
Yeah. It also gives you the opportunity. We only did this tonight. We've been a bit busy this week, do a free. It also gives you the opportunity to offer bundles of what other products have got. When you knock on doors, you need to have already a presentation. It's no good knocking without practice. And if you can knock on a door and you've already got bundles of maybe the cleaning products or the spring cleaning products or whatever, you need to know what you're trying to sell.
And you can pick a product of the month and put it across to the customer as this is the product of the month. This is what's the most popular thing in the catalogue at the moment. And we thought that we'd give you a little small discount on that, because we're using it as a product of the month. And the other thing is, if there's a new catalogue out, which obviously we've just seen the PDF of the aromatherapy one today, that looks great. And obviously the customers that you go into this week to deliver the orders, they won't have seen that, so that you can actually show them the PDF on your phone and get orders that way as well.
So how do we do it? The bottom line is, let's get down to the nuts and bolts of it. My favourite is while I am here.
Yeah. Or a lot of customers have asked to see this.
Would you remind me if? Oh, sorry. Would you remind if I showed you how?
And could I demonstrate this to you? Always ask permission.
Point your brooch and ask, do you like it?
You missed a bit.
Oh. Try to wear the products.
Now, you see, when we say practice,
you don't have to.
I was going to say, this is the thing. If you don't practice, then this is what happens. And but you can have a laugh and a joke about it. And I was going to say, if your customer's smiling, then they're going to buy something anyway. But like Steve says, try to wear the products. You've got your nail polish, the jewellery, whatever you can wear it.
Well, yeah, the thing is, us blokes, we've got a bit of a little bit of a polish. We can't always wear the nail polish and the bits and pieces, but the way I would approach is that Janet has asked me to show you this. So I can wear a brooch and I can go to a doorstep demo and I can say, oh, hello, here's your goods, here's this, here's that. Oh, and Janet said, how would you like my brooch? So there's nothing blokes can't do at all in this business.
Right. And I was going to say, one of the classic things is to try to use the customer's name as much as possible. And that makes them feel special. So you're generally speaking, you're onto a winner there anyway, because people like to hear their own name. Now, that's kind of what we prepared earlier. Like I say, it's been done in a little bit of a rush.
I got the last sheet anyway.
I was going to say, we've done Swapsy because Steve couldn't read the light writing. But on my little table at the side of us, we've got a few bits and pieces. And we've just said about the blast cans. Well, most people that know us know that we have a basket, but obviously for tonight, that's not practical. We've got here Black Code and we've got Ventus. And this is going to be something that Steve's going to show you how to do it. And I'm going to be the customer for a change. So over to you, Steve.
Right. Good evening, gents. If you think it's always down to the ladies to do these doorstep demos, you're wrong, because I really do like my car smelling right, and we've got so many of these smelling right that when you deliver the products, we can talk to our customers and get them to buy the same thing. Now, with Janet's trainings, she always says, get a phrase to help you. It might not be the same as Janet's, it might not be the same as mine, but her favorite is while I'm here. So I'm going to do exactly the same while I'm delivering to Janet her order, and here we go. Good evening, Janet, and how are we tonight?
I'm wonderful, thank you,
I've got
Steve.
your order here. Here it is. There it is.
Do you know what? I can't even remember what it is I ordered.
It doesn't really matter. I'm going to take you the money anyway. It doesn't matter. But here we go. Whatever you've ordered, and here we go. You give me the money. You give me the money. And but while I'm here,
yeah.
Have you seen the blast cans?
Yeah, I did notice them in the catalogue. There seems to be rather a lot of them.
There is. Have you smelt them yet?
No,
you haven't. You haven't. Can I give you a little bit of a demonstration?
Of course you can.
Okay, here we go. Always ask permission, because there we go. There we go. No, it might not be quite. That was a blast, wasn't it? Anyway, there we go. How many would you like? It doesn't always work.
No, I was going to say, generally speaking, you would point that down to the carpet, not actually at the customer. But oh, that smells rather nice. What's that? What's that one?
Well, that's the Avantis, and a lot of people think it smells like aftershave.
It does smell a bit like aftershave. Would it get rid of that dog smell?
Oh, definitely. It says it friendsizes and aftershaves.
Air freshen and sanitizes. Excellent.
It smells like.
And what's that other one you've got there? Oh, that one says Black Code. Can I have a little go with that?
You can have a little go with that as well.
Right. Oh, blimey, I can see why they're called blast cans. Oh, that's nice as well, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? How many would you like?
Well, I think I'll have both of those.
You'll have both of those. Okay,
yeah, how much are they?
They're a £8 each.
£7 each.
£7
was that?
each. Oh, you can have a bit cheaper than that, then, can't you? But anyway, okay, you can see how the sales move on. But anyway, the whole point is you're going to muck it up. You can do what you like. If Janet and I had done that totally professionally, we think, oh, we can't do that. We can't. We muck it up all the time, and if you enjoy it and you know and you've got your products right and you know what you're going to do, the most important thing is that when you leave your home, you know what you're going to do. You can practice with your partner, you can practice with your neighbour, and as Janet's going to say earlier, if you practice with your neighbour, who knows, she might actually buy something from you while you're practicing. So there's all sorts of things that are going on that while you're practicing, but don't try to do it without doing it when you leave home.
Right. So my turn to do a doorstep demo to Steve. Okay. And I was going to say he hasn't got his hat and his skirt on today, but I was going to say we're going to be introduced to Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay.
So, hello, Mrs. Doubtfire. I've brought your order.
Oh dear. Oh, hello, Janet. How are you today?
Oh, I'm wonderful, thank you.
I
How are
know
you?
I know you're wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's your order.
Thank you very
That's
much. And how do I owe you?
£26, please.
Bloody hell, there you go, £26, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much. Now, while I'm here, would it
Why
be
not?
okay if I painted one of your nails?
Just one of me nails.
Just one of your nails, yeah. That's going to say we haven't got time to do all of them,
Is
have
that a
we?
6-inch nail or a 4-inch
No,
nail?
one of your
One of your
fingernails.
fingernails.
Now, this here is one of our chrome range, and I think these look really lovely. So let's just have a go at this.
She's very good at this, you know.
Oh, that's a gorgeous colour, isn't it? Now that is gold chrome. Now, I was going to say, with these, they're very quick drying. And I was going to say, when you're leading up to Christmas and everything, we've got some lovely sparkly ones that you could put on top. So that would be really nice. But I think that's a lovely colour. What do you think, everybody? Can you see that? Yeah. But so what do you think, Mrs. Doubtfire? Do you think they'd actually manage to miss your facial hair if you showed them your fingernails?
Facial hair? Nobody mentions it these days.
Oh, right.
Hardly
Okay.
mentions it anyway.
Oh, well.
But no, that's a wonderful fingernail.
That is, isn't it? I was going to say, so which do you think you'd like? The gold or the purple, or I was going to say
I think the purple one would be nice.
the purple one. Right, excellent. Well, that's £5 on top of your order.
Thank you very much
lovely,
indeed. Just put it in the bag.
I will. Thank you. Now, joking aside, look at Lynn.
It gets better than that. It does get better than that.
But point out the benefits. It is quick drying. The reason you're doing one is because you're going to walk away having painted one nail. Now, generally speaking, I would have done the clear one, but that just happened to be the one that was at hand at the time. But if you do the clear one, they can feel it on their fingernail and they can see it for a few days afterwards. And even if they don't buy it off you there and then there's a possibility the next time the catalogue goes through, they'll have a look at the nail polishes and see which ones they like the look of. And
now, I'll tell you what, we've done enough nail pot polishing. The thing that really excites me always is the oven cleaner. Because nobody likes to clean an oven, and we always move on. And when Janet delivers her orders or I deliver the orders, we always ask a new person, certainly, how do you clean your oven? Because this is the number one. And everybody goes, oh, I don't know. I scrub it well. I do this. Why don't you try this? And 90% of people, when you say, why don't you try it, will take it on board.
yeah. So again, a consumable. So once they start using it and they like it, then they'll carry on using it. So you'll get repeat orders from it. Now, I think these are absolutely beautiful. And
Demonstratable.
yes, very demonstratable. You've got the lavender and the chamomile for the old days, and I was going to say the
I
magnolia.
like them as well.
Well, yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire loves the lavender. I personally can't stand the smell of lavender, but magnolia and mulberry is more in my line. But they look pretty, and you can use this, or I was going to say, for getting rid of smells. They can be used as presents. So again, try to find something that you can find lots of benefits for. And if you point the benefits out, and the fact that they do look pretty, I was going to say, bonus on top of that. But I think that's enough entertainment from us for one evening.
The majority of it, of what we're trying to tell you is, it's got to come from yourself. It's easy to do, but it's easy not to do. If you practice at home and you get comfortable with saying, while I am here, and you've got products that you are known, that you know works well, you will sell them on. So I think the bottom line from Janet and I is comfortably find a product that you want to move on. Think of a way how you can do it, and then do it regularly, because it's the regular thing that you move on, especially after Christmas, that you will improve your sales.
Thank you, Steve.
Is that you finished, guys?
That's us finished. Yeah.
Unless anyone's got any questions.
It might be.
What we would like to do is somebody maybe want to be a customer or want us to be a customer, so we could actually repeat back to them how we would do it. Is there anyone willing to volunteer to do that? Perhaps you could start, Lynn.
Me.
Me. Would you like to
I'll
be? Would you like to be a customer or a saleswoman?
I'd rather be the customer, because we all need to learn from.
Right, okay.
I think that's a great way to finish it.
Why don't I deliver your order? And
Right, what am I getting?
try,
What am I
and try
buying?
to sell you
Right,
something.
okay. Right, ding dong.
Yes, okay, right. So I'm delivering your order. Good evening, Lynn. Oh, don't you look good? Here's your order. How about that?
I've had a facelift. Oh, thank you. What did the order start again?
While I'm here, we have a product in the catalogue that a lot of people are asking to have a look at. Look at this.
What is it?
Well, it's one of these.
Actually, you better do that one. She doesn't like the smell of lavender.
Oh, she don't
Well,
like
I did, but my mother likes
Look
it.
at that. A Bantic diffuser. A lot of people are asking, but they can't smell it.
I was about to say that, because that's
See
really
it,
nice.
They can see it, they like it. Have a smell of this.
Oh, I like that. That's really nice. How much is that?
Yeah, it's really nice. How many would you like?
I'm just wanting one just now, because I've lost my job.
Well, can I help you find him?
Yes. And that's another demonstration.
Exactly. No, you're right. But I mean, at the end of the day, you actually work with people with how you can do it. So
These are very pretty though. They're lovely.
Yeah, they are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just very quickly, going back to the blast cans, Steve's, this is complicated, but Steve's son-in-law's mum moved to a house last week, and they used to have dogs in the house, and she's not a dog lover, and she said that the house stunk of dogs. So I sent Paul up with a blast can of the fresh linen, and said, here, try that. And she come back with, oh, that's fantastic, Janet, that really works. What other fragrances do you do? So Steve was going up the following day to do some work, and he took my basket full of all of the different fragrances, and she's ordered 2 Fleur because it got rid of the smell of the dog, and they get rid of the smell of paint. And any bad odours, generally, they are really, really effective, which is why it is a really good one to demonstrate. And of course, now we've got 2 new ones. So all of the people that have been buying blast cans off me, guess what? They're going to get to see the new 2 ones.
The blast cans also work because if you demonstrate it one day, they come down in the morning and they can still smell it. And I think that convinces them.
Yeah.
Definitely. Absolutely brilliant, guys. Thanks very, very, very much. And before I ask if anybody's got any questions, if you're new and watching this, you heard Janet and Steve's best month was £8,364. This is only part of how they sell the products. And just to make it clear, they don't knock on doors cold. This is only with customers. Janet has a little basket with products in it, but what you can do, if you know, you don't have to buy stock, is just use the products that you're delivering to other people, pop them in a little basket and just show your customers and just have a wee practice. But well done, guys. That was absolutely brilliant. Before we move on to the online side of it, have we got any questions? And hopefully you've all unmuted yourselves if you've got any questions for Steve and Janet, or just anything positive you want to comment. You're all muted. Even if you unmute yourself, just to say thank you, or because I don't know, is it me it's got to unmute you all? Do I have to unmute you all?
No, you can unmute yourself.
Oh, right, unmute yourself. Thanks, Janet and Steve. That was absolutely fantastic. No want to say, well, if nobody's got anything they want to ask, I want to just give them a big round of applause. If there's any questions, you can contact us through the A-team. If you're brand new, because I'm looking at Janice right now, you're on my screen, Janice. If you're brand new, maybe a bit daunting, but so was recording online for some people for the first time, which I know that you do that.
Can I just interrupt there? I was going to say, you say about it being daunting for a brand new customer.
Yeah.
I was going to say, not forgetting Tracy went out and demonstrated glass cans. She was brand new and she was selling them like nobody's business because her husband had been cooking onions and it had got rid of the smell of onions in her kitchen. So that's what she was telling people. So it doesn't matter whether people are brand new. If you've got people skills and can talk to people, then it is pretty easy.
Or the smell of onions.
I do agree. I do. And the one thing I will say is, if you get a blast can for yourself, and don't do it the way that I did, because I blasted it all away, and just do one blast in any room, try to make it a challenging room, like my doggy's room, and go down the next morning or into that room the next day, you will still smell it. It is a fantastic product. And Janet's just sold me the one that she was demonstrating. So message me over which one that was. That was fantastic. But now what we're going to move on to, and sorry if it seems rushed, but I'm really excited to talk about this as well, is there's 2 sides to sell the products and to sponsor Team Build. One is with the catalogues, and Janet and Steve won't mind me saying that they are predominantly catalogue, demonstration, WhatsApp, and building relationships. Next, we're going to be, hopefully, touch wood, if this works, because I'm going to share the screen. And Louise, maybe Louise, no, you best not to say anything, because if this works, you've said it in your wee video. So I'm now going to share the screen and talk about the online side. But what I will say is, Viva MK had some things going on, some competitions to win things. Start broadcast. See if this works. Keep your fingers crossed for me, guys. It said I'm sharing the screen now. So let me know if you can share the screen. If you can see it, rather. Can you see the screen yet? Let's pause that. It might be a slight delay because it normally is. Just let me know. See it? Can you see the screen?
Yes, Louise's picture is up.
Yes, there's a video. And if you can see it, then all I'm going to do is press pause, but I need to take it off the volumes on. Now, it's 22 minutes long, so we may not be able to watch the whole video, but I've watched it 2 or 3 times, and most of what Louise gets across, she does get across quite quickly. But I will post this video into the A team, as well as posting some of the things from Janet and Steve. Right, just let me know if you can hear the sound.
Typical, there's
Can you
always
hear the
somebody
sound,
that explains the
guys?
car when you start to speak. Okay, so
Can you hear the sound?
I wanted to just come on really quickly. I won't keep you long. Just to say really that the
Can I just ask, can you hear the sound, guys? Hello? Hello?
Yes, I could hear it.
Yes, we can.
Right, is it clear? Because I can only hear it quietly. As long as you can hear it, I'll stop interrupting.
last incentives that Viva MK ran there for the you know, the travel incentives, when they were announced, my plan, basically, obviously, to sell as much as possible. But what I did was I sat and I looked back at what were my best Viva MK branded products, what were my best sellers. Okay, hi Kate. So, without a doubt, for me and my group, by far the best seller is the Eco cleaning range. I have a lot of customers that have purchased that range, continue to come back and repurchase it. They've also told people about it, so I've gained new customers that way. So that is definitely the most Viva MK product that I reckon I sell. Then I decided that I would run 4 offers for the month of June. Now those 4 offers were, I did a shakes offer, I did an offer on the eco cleaners if you bought all 4, or I think if you bought 2 and then if you bought 4. I did an offer on the Bloom and the Feeling Fluffy, again if you bought both. And the 4th offer, it's just gone right out of my head what that was. That'll come back to me. Anyway, so I ran these 4 offers, all Viva MK products. Now, the one advantage that I reckon we have as an online seller compared to catalogue sellers is if you're out posting catalogues, you do not know what your customer's going to buy. Yes, you can add flyers, you can advertise offers just the same as I would do in my group. You can advertise the new products via flyers that maybe aren't in the catalogue, but you do not know what your customer's going to buy. So, in your selling group, however, you have a little bit more control over that, I would say, because people are going to buy what you advertise, probably that day or the day before, etc. People tend not to scroll too far back. On your groups, they buy what they see at the time, or they buy something that's stuck in their mind that you've advertised, whether it's stuck in their mind because they've needed it, they've wanted it, or whether it's because it's a special offer. Now, what I will tell you is, because I've had this question asked by quite a few of you, every single product I sold in the month of June was sold through my selling group. every single Viva MK product, I should say, sorry. I did have a couple of eBay sales, a couple of website sales, but not for anything Viva MK branded, okay? So, everything Viva MK was bought through my own selling group. Obviously, that's the group that I'm active in the most. That's where my most loyal and regular customers are. So between my Facebook group and between my Facebook page for advertising, and sometimes if it's a demo video, for example, and it's posted to my page, I will then share it into my own group as well. So yeah, everything was purchased through my group. I didn't have any website sales at all that were Viva MK products. So obviously I didn't want to just post nothing but Viva MK products. I posted them a lot, of course I did, hence why I sold so many. I sold 103 Viva MK products overall. However, the shakes and the Viva Sparkle, if I remember correctly, weren't included in your overall total. So that would take me to just short of 100. So yeah, so I concentrated on Viva MK products, but I made sure I still gave my customers variety, okay? I didn't post the offers that I was running every single day because people are just going to get fed up. I posted them very, very regularly, probably a couple of times a week, spread it out between my group, my page, posted it on my timeline stories as well. I think I did the very, very odd post, probably just one or two on my own timeline. I think I did my shakes offer and I did the bloom and feeling fluffy on my own timeline. I do use Instagram very successfully as well, as most of you know. So I did post on Instagram as well. What I've found though, since I've been building up my Instagram, because I've posted on Instagram stories previously that I run a Facebook group and that's where competitions happen, giveaways, etc., a lot of my Instagram followers have joined my Facebook group as well. So did I have any sales directly from Instagram for Viva MK products? No, I didn't. Like I said before, they were all through my Facebook group. Now, the reason I'm reiterating that to you so many times is the fact that if you're relatively new to the business or new to selling online, you need to concentrate on your own selling group. I'm not saying don't do anything else. Of course you've got to do other stuff. You've got to post on Marketplace. You've got to post on Facebook selling sites if you are just starting out. That's what I did in the beginning. I posted every single day. We didn't have Marketplace when I started up, we just had Facebook selling groups. So I posted every single day into my own group, at least 5-6 times a day, different posts, and then I posted into Facebook selling groups, okay? I did build my posting up to the point that I was posting in 100 groups a day. And that is how I've built my group numbers up to be as high as they are. Every post that you do, you should have a little blurb at the bottom, a little couple of sentences inviting people into your Facebook group. Every person that contacts you from an outside post, when I say outside post, I mean a Marketplace post or a selling group post, you should be inviting them into your Facebook group. Ask them first. I don't mean just click invite and do random invites like that, because a lot of people don't like that. But if they've messaged you to ask about a product, whether it goes to a sale or not, even if you do not close the sale, still inform them about your Facebook group, okay? And you can give them the link directly via Messenger. I don't suggest that you band your link about really wildly on Facebook for your group. However, I have done previously on the odd one or two, and now it seems to be perfectly okay in Marketplace posts. Okay, Marketplace posts, you can post your link quite safely at the moment. And I'm saying at the moment because there are so many changes on Facebook at present that actually it's quite hard to keep up, because every time you log in someone's blinking different. But however, you can post a link to your Facebook group on your Marketplace posts quite okay. So, so I did these offers. I posted obviously Viva MK products every single day, as well as some other stuff. I did still post duvets, yellow flowers, etc, etc. However, the other thing that I did was I was very careful, if you like. Obviously we sell Clean Easy cleaning products as well. I didn't post any during the month of June. I did not post any of our other cleaning products, cleaning chemicals that were not Viva MK branded. So I didn't post Blue Magic, I didn't post Ultimate Stain Remover, any Clean Mop and Shine, you know, remove and refresh, and nothing at all like that. Now, I did have customers contact me that have been, you know, regular customers or customers that buy fairly often. I definitely had 3 messages I can remember off the top of my head. I probably had more. People asking for, Louise, do you still sell stain remover? One of them even said, Louise, do you still sell Wipeout? So that's been a wee while since she's bought that. But anyway, do you still sell stain remover? Now, obviously, I'm not going to lie to them. My answer was yes, I do. However, I basically upsold the stain remover. So I didn't sell one stain remover, even if that's what they asked for. I upsold it to Viva Sparkle, because Viva Sparkle is a stain remover as well as a multi-purpose cleaner. So you've got to be wise in that respect. If you, especially if you're trying to win a competition, win an incentive or whatever, you're doing yourself a disservice if you are, I think anyway, if you are not upselling to the products that are going to count for you. So did I want to sell Clean Easy Stain Remover in June? No, I didn't. I wanted to sell Viva Sparkle instead, because I know, because I've used it very successfully, that it works just as well, if not better, than Ultimate Stain Remover. So I told every customer about Viva Sparkle. I explained how it was a stain remover. I explained how it was a concentrate, multi-purpose. They could use it on absolutely everything. It's, you know, it's food safe as well. And this is where your product knowledge has to come into it. So you have to be knowledgeable as a seller about your products. Now, I know that's not going to happen overnight if you've just joined the business, but this is why you should pay attention to discussions that you see perhaps in the official group or in the stock and support group. Pay attention to people's demo videos when you see them out and about. It does you no harm at all to watch other people's demo videos. But also, you could perhaps buy a product if you're quite new, even just one, to try it and demo it for yourself, okay? Because that is what will get you results and repeat customers. So anyway, so upsold the stain remover to the Viva Sparkle because, well, why wouldn't you? The shakes I did on a buy one get one half price offer, so obviously lost a little bit of profit on them, but, and this is where you kind of got to speculate to accumulate sort of thing, you know. I'm not suggesting for a minute that any of you go out there and start doing offers that are losing you money, not at all. However, in this case, especially because it was the shakes, I use the shakes myself. I use them really successfully. I know exactly how they work. I know how they've worked for me. I've got my own story with the shakes. I can tell my customers that quite successfully. For me with the shakes especially, it is all about getting that product out there, getting the brand known, especially for health products, because they are so new to us, and we know that there's a lot more to come in that range as well. So we need to get it out there as much as we possibly can. Why does everybody noisy come when you're trying to do a live? Seriously. Anyway, so with the shakes offer, yes, I lost probably a little bit of money on that, but it got people that hadn't tried them into trying them before, okay? Yes, I have got a few customers that have bought the shakes before and have bought them, you know, I've came back and bought them again. They obviously bought them on the offer, but it did encourage new people as well to try them, and that is what you want, because they are most likely going to have success with that product in some way. Whether it's weight loss, whether it's just, you know, feeling good in all different respects with that product. So they'll tell other people, or they'll come back for more. So that was the whole idea behind the shakes one, okay? And as I've said with the cleaning products, my plan was just to promote them every single day. I did some new demos, so I didn't use a lot of my older demos because obviously in my group they've seen them. They've probably seen them quite a few times.
Everybody unmute themselves. Screen broadcast. Okay, I'm just saying okay to whatever it's put. Can you hear me, guys? You need to unmute yourself. I'll wait till you unmute. I'm getting patient now. I'm understanding how slow the technology is. See the wee buttons getting unmuted there. Right, first of all, that was an excellent video. I did cut it a little bit short, but I feel we've got a lot of content. What I will do is post the complete video on there. So again, for people who are new watching this, Louise is Viva MK's top online seller. I don't know, Louise, maybe you can give me the statistics on what you sell personally, what your best team month has been. And then, before you do that, I want to say thanks very much and give her a clap. That video was brilliant. It was live on Facebook, I think.
It was live, yeah.
Sitting in a car watching everybody going past. It was brilliant, Louise. It was a brilliant video. Thanks for doing that.
I know, but you park the car in a nice quiet place by the river with the swans, and then every noisy bin lorry comes past and book
You're
it
in
for
a
a
quiet
walk.
place
And...
and all the blood lorries go past.
Anyway, best overall sales in a full month has been just over £1,600 for me personally. Just
Online.
my online group, yeah. My target's 2,000, but we'll see.
You'll do it. You'll do it.
So yeah, best team sales have been just under 6,000, and the bulk of the team are all online. There's a couple of them that are doing catalogues as well, but they don't do catalogues in huge volumes. They're just working around them when they can, around their V1s, etc. Obviously, Ingrid, who was probably my biggest cataloguer, has had to have a lot of time out due to falling down a customer's steps in the snow and suffering a really, really severe injury. So the bulk of the team are all online, and they're all relative, well, apart from a couple, they're all joined within the last 18 months, I would say, as well. So they're all still relatively new and building up their businesses. So yeah, but
That's fabulous. If you're stuck, I've got questions that might get the ball rolling. My question would be, what would you be your tip for somebody who's either new, because you're brilliant at it, just like Janet and Steve are brilliant at what they do. And maybe Janet and Steve would actually, I think they've probably answered this question, but maybe they'll put in the retail side of the catalogues. But what would be your best tip for a new person who's wanting to get started online? Because what I did notice for your video is, and I'm excited because it's what we teach, is most of your sales are coming from your group that you have built up. So now I'll shut up and see what your best tip is.
The best tip is don't give up too quickly. Because so many people think, oh, this is going to be so easy. I'll come on and I'll just sit and I'll just, post a couple of products each day when I have my cup of coffee or whatever. And nah, that's not going to work for you. And I'm sure Janet will say the same for the catalogue side. They put out a few catalogues and then they didn't get their orders back and they think, oh well, I can't do this sort of thing. You've just got to keep. It's like anything. I mean, if you were, I always use the example, like if they were renting a shop on the local high street, they wouldn't turn up and open that door every day. you've got to remember that it is a business that you're building, and you've got to keep being consistent every single day, whether that be with catalogues, whether it's online. If it's online, you've got to be prepared to use and be regular in the selling groups at the start as well. And on Marketplace, obviously, we didn't have Marketplace years ago when I first started, but you know, and don't be afraid either, like I said in the video, don't be afraid to put a wee bit at the bottom of every ad that you put on about your group.
Yeah.
And every messenger chat, every person that you talk to.
Definitely.
You know, I always just say I've got a selling group online. There's a lot more items in there. You might like to take a look, and I pop the link into Messenger.
Mhm.
And I think 9 times out of 10 they join my group.
They join.
And a lot of them actually end up ordering right away from my group. So obviously go on and have quite a good look through. That's never
I think
ever worked for me. I don't think.
I think Louise, what she's saying is so very, very true. It is not what you do on the day, it's what you do every day. And it's not necessarily you have a good idea and you launch it and you leave it and you wait for it. You've got to keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And maybe even 3 months later, you start to see the benefit back from it. And it's the same with doorstep demos. You might not get a sale on the day that you do your first doorstep demo. It may be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks later that you actually start to benefit from it. It's not what you do on the day, it's what you do every day.
That's brilliant. And that just leads me back to that. I do love that saying. That leads me back to Louise, because you can probably relate to that, or maybe put a comment on that about your demonstration videos.
Yeah.
There you are. Found, because the demonstration videos, it's not what you do in the day. That led me nicely in there, actually.
Yeah, I try a lot of the demo videos. I plan them to a certain extent, as in I plan what I'm going to clean or whatever. Some of them it's quite hard. I mean, I have got a tripod, but I forget to use it half the time, so it is quite hard trying to video and clean certain things at the same time. I think the last one I did last week, I was cleaning the shower drain plug thing. I had the whole plug thing out, and you kind of get in, like, you've got the chrome bit that sits around the top of the wee tube thing, and so you try to get in between into the chrome bit so you can see the soap scum and stuff. So anyway, I just sprayed in. I couldn't hold the phone and get the brush that I was using right in there, for example. But so I did half of it before I videoed it. Other times I can be halfway through cleaning something or whatever, and I think, oh, I'm going to video this. Different things like that. But the videos have gone down really, really well in my group. They love them and they look for them sometimes, and they're a great way of selling the cleaning products. They really, really are, because so many people have seen them working that it gets them thinking, oh, well, I could use that for such and such. I mean, I've got one lady in my group, and she tells her mum, or she shows her mum, I think. Her mum's not in my group, but she'll order stuff for her, and then, oh, and this for my mum, that for my mum, or my mum stuff at mine and took mine, so I need more, kind of thing. And obviously I enjoy doing them as well, just like Janet enjoys doing her doorstep demos. Do you know what I mean? You've got to enjoy what you're doing as well. So,
That's right.
I mean, I do get that for some people, a demo video is way out their comfort zone, but you're never going to know until you try it. Do you know what I mean? And I just think you don't have to show your face on the camera. 9 times out of 10, I don't.
No, that's right.
No,
That's
9 times out of 10, I don't. Same with like my what's in the box videos that I do. I didn't actually show myself on them, apart from the one that I did to prove somebody wrong, because she said that's not really you doing that video. Really? So yeah, I just think, there's ways and means round it. There's ways of testing the water, and there's ways of like building yourself up. It's never going to be. It doesn't have to be a perfectly edited video either, because 9 times out of 10, mine aren't edited. A lot of them are not edited. I just video them and go. Some of them I'll edit if they're too long, and I'll chop bits out of them because I know people aren't going to watch a whole thing. I have to edit them shorter for Instagram, so I can only post shorter stuff on there.
That's right.
You know, so things like that. But 9 times out of 10, it's very, very raw. It's just what you see is what you get, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? But that comes over in your group. That's you. That's your personality. That's who people are buying from, kind of thing. And people know that it's the real deal. They know that I'm not sitting editing videos to make it look
Your
like
professional
it's shiny.
cameras all behind you.
Do you know what I mean? So
Totally.
yeah.
No, that's brilliant. I mean, the first video I did was just cushion on the stain remover on a carpet. And then I did another video with me cleaning it off, and I used Viva videos. By the way, if you're new watching this, Viva videos, the free version, you can edit it out if you think it's really bad. But I think the point that I got there is for Steve and Janet and Louise is just to try and see, just to practice. We're online, you don't have to go live, you can do a video. So the good thing about online is you can do videos, delete, do a video, delete till you get it right. But mainly the videos are just using a product and cleaning something in your own house and showing the results. And I think when you're sold on that product yourself, then that also comes across. But that was absolutely fantastic. My goal to finish our trainings on time went out the window, but for anybody who's watching, I don't care, because that was brilliant. And I just want to anybody at all want to ask any questions, loads of information there, but I'll pause if anybody wants to ask anything.
All I'm going to say is, from what Louise just said, what have you got to lose from trying it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely nothing. Whether it's doorstep demos, whether it's doing videos online or whatever, you've got nothing to lose. If you
Absolutely.
try it, then you're never going to find out, are you?
Absolutely. But also what I would like to
The
add,
only other thing I would say is,
go on.
even if when you're trying it, it goes wrong, it doesn't really matter, because you're the only person that knows it's gone wrong.
Yes,
The customer doesn't know that you've practiced it and it's gone wrong. So just keep on going, keep on doing it, try it, and you will make huge amounts of sales.
Definitely. Well, 8,364. But that was a combination of a lot of things. And I'm just delighted and really grateful and thankful for you guys, Louise and Janet and Steve, for sharing all that. Does anybody want to say anything other than Steve and Janet, or unless Louise wants to add anything, just to get a question in for anybody or anything positive?
Yeah, I'm going to add something. It was
Oh, well, you just said that because I said you weren't allowed to.
well, it was 8,346, not 64.
I'm getting a bit dyslexic as I got older. I'm getting my things all back to front.
But the thing is, you don't just do that by accident. That was a lot of planning. That was a lot of hard work. And there was a goal that we set.
Yeah, it was. Definitely. I do agree with that. And my hat's off to you. Again, absolutely amazing. But same with that was a massive goal, by the way. And if you're watching this new, you don't have to aim for 8,346. I thought about it. Even if you only do 1/8 of that, you would achieve or attend to that £1,000 in a 4-week period, which is 270 something pounds. I don't know the exact figure. And the same with what Louise was saying. And I think what has came over very strongly with the online side that for me is that consistency. And I love that part. Yeah, it isn't just doing it a little bit, it's doing it every single day and sticking to it. Anybody else other than me want to say anything before I sign off and tell you what exciting things we'll post into the group? And if not, can we just give our speakers a huge clap? Although Louise has done some video, but it was brilliant. Tonight you've had the top retail, the catalogue and the top retailers online, and it's absolutely fantastic. But just again, if you're new, all these trainings are on the System for Success. We've done trainings on doorstep. Louise has got trainings on her online. We've got our parties. We've got the WhatsApp. We've got lots of stuff available for you. But I'm just want to say thanks very much to everybody. Now, I've been doing domestic things because my son has moved house. We are definitely heading into week 4, guys, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm so glad that my old age kept up there. So we won't have a Wednesday webinar, but what we will do, and I don't, if you're available, great. If you're not available, don't worry. But we will have one on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Anybody that wants to tune in, just a good old Zoom sizzle, G up for the month end period to make sure we hit our targets. If you're too busy trying to hit your targets, don't worry, it'll be recorded. And now I'm going to ask somebody other than me, because I believe it or not, I do get fed up hearing my own voice, to close the meeting for us. And other than our speakers, because they've done enough hard work. Thank you guys again. Who wants to close the meeting? You know, pick on somebody. Come on, don't make me pick on somebody. Please. I know that nobody ever volunteers. It's just as well I've got an editor. I can edit it out, this bit where nobody's volunteering. Right, Frank, you close the meeting.
Again.
Need to volunteer. Before you close the meeting, just a belated hi to the people I missed, Kane and Frank and anybody else who came on a wee bit late.
Okay, sorry, didn't help.
Sorry, Frank, I took you off guard there, but nobody else would volunteer, and I know you would.
No, it's fine. I dropped the phone, so that. But yeah, it was a great meeting, a great training by Steve and Janet, and also by Louise. So thank you to both to all of you for that. And as Lynn says, next week instead of the normal Wednesday, we'll be on the Tuesday. So anyone that can make it, see you Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock. All have a great week, and speak to you all soon. Bye for now.
Have a great week, for see you all soon. See you all next Tuesday.
Bye. Bye.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
See you all next week.